bright yellow, and I've got a distinct feeling we're going to see a rather exuberant start with this one. The body kit just kind of beckons you to put your foot down, put the hammer down, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this can do off the line. Just waiting for the thumb up from the marshals, and then of course they'll start. Now 64 feet, up comes the bridge then, and streaking under the bridge like a flash of lightning, 57 miles an hour under the bridge. So yes, to recap there, Mark Everett posting a 51.69 in the TVR. Ian Howard under the bridge at 57 miles an hour, heading towards the Torres loop, and through Torres goes 16.74 seconds through Torres, and up to par at 24.98 on the clock. Here comes car 142. Ironically enough, that's not presenting itself on, there's a gap in my schedule here. Car 142 is absent, I think, which is a shame. But it's a mini, very clearly, as one would expect today. Do bear in mind, of course, that it is mini at Prescott, featuring the Cleveland Car Company's 80th anniversary celebrations. We're very, very delighted to be hosting it here at Prescott. On the line then is what I think is car 142. And then the Maguire Mini now, this night time a Maguire Mini S, I mean Cooper S I should say, Derek Kessel behind the wheel here. This one from 1988. The iconic era of the hot hatch. A type of car that I'm incredibly partial to. We seem to be seeing less and less of it. Everybody starts adopting SUVs and hybrids and off the line, over the bridge at a backing on the line, that cherry red drink. Some are positioned here at the bottom of the circuit, that on the start line.
Vehicles and await for the marshal's instruction for practice 2. So that's cars in class 1 and 2. 2 cars please.
Coming up to the line now, Kevin Taylor behind the wheel of this Austin B, dating from 1983. This is after being a modified production car. 1380cc on the line, shot in position, just waiting for the go-ahead to damage it up. The driver is ready to go. What is the time going to be? Up to 64 feet off the line then. Bubbling away, something absolutely gorgeous. Just waiting for the driver to come on with the position.
It sounds like you might have launch control on this thing. Oh no, spinning the wheels.
There's the launch control.
There's the launch control, yeah. That little blue man, I do love an old modified production car. That is all out, hill climb, race car. Not street legal in any way.
2.83 seconds up to 3 miles an hour under the bridge of Kevin Taylor. Now we've got Wayne Blacker to the TS. I think we're that way. Now these 5,000 these are F1 F5000 spec cars, so there is two of them being the
single-seat versions, these point of
get on it.
That is of course the Austin Mini Cooper S, that one being from 1967, a 1275cc. Meanwhile, they're still making them, they've just got a bit bigger.
That's not a bit bigger, that's a lot bigger.
Either way, the definition of what's
And it's an F designation, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. I haven't picked up the card number. So Adam Croughton is already halfway up the hill, car 735. And that's the Cooper S double driven with
7 miles an hour.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been in the BMW Mini class, but anyway, yeah. So anyway, it's in the modified minis. It's head up the hill. It's 2 liter, and I'm just having a look. A little bit quicker than some, not so quick another. Right. So 126 V8. Oh, you know this is like that's a Mark 1 based on the tail light. Notice that there's tape across the lights. This car is Now, Colin McDowell has just launched off the line, car 64. And he's in a 369 modified mini with customer spot. Beautiful black and silver cars sitting on the line. And I think that's just
there.
I can ask Aya to clear that. Make it like
HD.
Beautiful, it could be like a thing.
this bloke's just blew up his gearbox. No gears.
Recording already. Hello.
Hiya.
It's a pretty car. There's no other way around it. This is the Richard Dodgins car, but I think we've got the double driven in it. I think they were red flagged earlier. And this is somebody else jumped in there, so it's not exactly yet. But well, no, I'll change the density in Aaron's car. So this was bound to fit past it. That's just a flag.
It's never made for anything, it's made specifically for video.
And a Reeves one year, my grandfather was about to put a pit board out for Jackal Brewing, and he put a pit board out for a VRS, thinking I've just given
Cut lines, but
yeah.
practice, he was down to 51 in the best time, and right now he could be into the 55 if all going well. But then it's after 39, a little bit off the start time for him. Hard on the brakes, get that car spun around and start behind it. Yeah, I like to see something different on these things. Got to do that. Very similar to 6108, that's the lead time of the car. Improvement for his first time run. Lee Kessel just ripped off a 52.62, and he's absolutely took the lead of this group by almost a second over his practice time, so that's a good run. Then we've got, we're doing maths in our head here, folks. Brian Watson is already, just lost off the line in his. We got Minnie Coughlin, and then on the line we should have Trevor Hancock to be next up. So, Brian, where are we?
Brian Watson heading towards the line.
Heading towards the top there, and he's looking to improve. Oh yeah, Brian Watson is quicker than his practice time, so he'll be happy with that improvement. And Graham Carter just launched off the line and heading already through the Astorian Loop, coming out the other side, heading up towards Pardon. He's driving. We're into Class 2 cars, so he's actually driving a Cooper S, but this is pre-1969 in Class 2, so everything we just saw in the first is 1970 newer, now we're
in the Morris Mini Cooper Historic Rally from 1963 on the line, now another 1293 this one. Just wait for the go ahead and start up the position. This is when Mark wants to go. Waiting behind him, car 38, of course. Matt Clark's obviously Mini, but right now, eyes turn to the historic rally of Mark, what you now see 2.86 at the 1 miles an hour, very fast time when they're ahead, while Matt Clark behind one of his 1960 Austin Mini has cut off as much cornering as possible in the early stages of the course, lining up on the line diagonally.
a very experienced driver at this course. Matt is, so watch this car dance through the corners. Just catch up quickly. Ben Thorne went quicker than his practice time. Graham Carter is gone. Oops, hang on. Graham Carter has gone about the same as his practice time. Pierce time
Yeah, come a bit further down.
ripped off a
I'm on the bend.
quicker,
I'm right on the bend.
53.04.
On that bend that you're on about.
Mark Wojnarowski is just heading across the finish line with a 55.27, and that's about the same as his best practice.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further down from where you are. I'm right on that S bend.
He is absolutely going for it, folks. Watch this.
Mark Clark is just an absolute genius when it comes to driving these vintage minis. I've commentated on them before. I've had you
He's in the shop with the class with and BBs. I've actually had to see twice he's done BBs in the few years I've been shopping.
in fact, going to the finish line right now. so moments away from crossing the line shortly.
50.10,
I think that would be
which is quickest time so far, but I think it's still, maybe this, I mean, it's not hot, I'm sure he was 49 Stephen Murphy is just about through the S's and heading out the top of his Cooper, and then Phil Skip that just launched off the line. Phil's driving a 61 with a 1300 in it.
Up on the line now is car 33, and that is Andrew Punter, for 1962 Austin Mini Cooper. Slightly smaller capacity than a lot of them. In fact, the smallest capacity engine in this class, pre-1969 road-going, being 997 cc in this one. But it's the windows open, it's hot out there.
Yeah, and I've got the thing from the Italian shop just stuck in my head with that card, so
Yep.
I won't sing it. Just to give you an idea on the time, Stephen Murphy 56.20 was right just a hair quicker, a tenth quicker than his practice time, so it's an improvement. Phil Skip a 52.16, and he's like 7 seconds quicker than he was this morning in practice.
Where did you found that from?
I probably put all 4 cylinders together. Might have had an issue, technical issue. I'm going to go with. Andrew Punter's launched off the line, and on the line,
Richard Dawkins in a Mini Cooper S from 1965, 1293 cc, sends it away, and up to 64 feet in the time of 3.11 seconds. And a speed of 40 miles an hour.
you hyped that one up a bit.
I'll hype anything up.
Yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, we've got the GSA for Martin Wilson now. Now this is actually based around an old school Mini, but not that you be able to tell by looking at it.
Well, they still have the body shape, but underneath they are pure race cars. So, you know.
And away it goes.
Mini drive line, if you will.
I've just realised on the back of car 51,
I did mention this morning. I did.
No, it's not 41.
On one side, I don't know what the other stickers on the other side. Just having a look at Andrew Punter did a 70.48, which is that's about time for his best time so far today, so that's all right. Richard Dawkins just went down. That's a second and a half quicker than his practice time from this morning. So yeah, you know, they're getting the issues out. Jamie Hawkins just launched off the line in the Homer Simpson special. Moving on. And then we have
52. Now this is the Mini Cooper S 2018, brought to us by Ethan Brayshaw. This is a really cracking car. 2000 this one, yes, I know it's not really, it's not very cheap compared to used. In fact, being able to see a mod Mini right next door to your classics just goes to show how big these mod cars have got. But here we are nonetheless, and it's great to see it. Very nice to see them even more here.
a little bit of a fall there on the start line.
Yeah, you always seem hesitant. Up to the line now, it's car 53,
Yeah.
and it's Freddie Cunningham's BMC Mini Cooper from 1980.
Yeah, Galway sensor on the roof. Irish, I believe. Still doing, I see him on some of the Irish rally reviews. Still competing in minis, of course, on the rock, if you will, I guess, the islands of Ireland. So yeah, so all good there. Okay, someone want to go change this gentleman's tires? I don't think there's any rubber left on them.
Car 55.
That'd be one of our female drivers after I said that.
That's actually Adam Croton. So I drove
Croton,
the Mini
right,
Cooper
okay.
S. Or Crowton, I don't know how one pronounces it, but it's 1275 cc, 1967. I'm just going to bear in mind this whole thing. Most of the time, not just showing off, it's actually trying to get a little bit of temperature into the tires and the brakes.
Right, just go back to time. Jamie Hawkins, a car 51, he did a 56.95 and knocked Whoa, a whole bunch of time off his practice time. Ethan Brayshaw to the 55.60, and that's 2 seconds quicker than practice time. Craig Cunningham just laid one down, a 48.77, and that matches that's a second quicker than his best practice time, so really throwed it on. Adam Croughton is halfway up the hill, and on the line we have a blue one. This is our salute by now, but I'm looking at Giles. He's sort of like his engineering brain is still here, the casing it. So
Hang on a minute, I think.
well, I'm going to go with Aaron Smith.
Shocking that. Cheap. Aaron Smith driving car 736. And just trying to make it off.
I don't know why we like that car, but we do. Right, Adam Croughton, a 57.12, and check that in the road going. And then Adam not by much. What's up with this? A 5:0.89, which is 5 seconds quicker than his practice time.
It's Aaron Smith there.
I'm sorry, Aaron Smith, my bad. So, I'll get there. So, after let me check Aaron Smith.
Coming up to the line now.
Aaron Smith is half a second quicker than his practice time.
Gary Milligan, not a million miles away from finishing his lap. As car 39 gets ready to pull off, and that is Austin Mini Cooper at 1964.
That's what I said before, and it worked because Gary Milligan did just go a second quicker than practice time. So,
when does that ever happen in the commentary spot?
all the time when I'm working.
There we go.
Yeah, 54.74 for Gary Milligan. Josh Skinner is partway up the course. David Nutley has just gone off the line. Now this has a twin cam BMW.
Nice.
Remember when I said a friend of mine had one that had 180 horsepower?
Oh, yes.
That's the package.
Yeah, 1275 GP.
Now, what is the size you got a Gaster with the BMW reverse is a Mini that one definitely weighs less than 500 kg. That is, yeah, hang on.
Let's just watch this one then. So behind the wheel of this one, we've got John Campbell driving here. Just worth keeping an eye on if you're spectating this white Mini that we've got on the start line here in front of us. So this dates, in fact, from 1976, but away it goes, and you can just hear that squeal. Away it goes, 2.76 seconds, up to 64 feet, 71 miles an hour, under the already halfway through the touring. That's absolutely spectacular. How are you going to hold the first pardon? Like a slug on the bottom of your sheet, you don't want to be there.
He knows this track. He actually competes in the British Hill Climb.
Away goes Daniel Tucker, meanwhile, 2.90 seconds up to 64 feet under the bridge at 60 miles an hour.
Right, so.
The red flag out, isn't it? It's a real shame that might want to interrupt. That might want to interrupt a run. Yeah, okay, so we'll be back.
Got a red flag for the moment.
Yeah, we'll be back with some on-track action shortly, but for the meantime, the force...
Oh, it's a really beautiful car as well. Really beautiful car.
Okay, let me catch
That
up
car,
here.
I mean, he's done it,
It's
it's mint,
So I did
absolutely
Josh
mint.
Skinner.
We just count down all the ones we've got on our screen currently.
He hit the.
Oh, go on
He
then.
didn't take the corner. He couldn't take the
70.48
corner.
seconds for
He
Andrew
just went,
Punter.
just skidded.
Richard
Just there.
Dawkins,
But it might have hit.
63.34.
Might have hit
Oh,
the.
you could see the.
It might have hit the oil trail coming in. There's a bit of oil on the floor down there.
Ethan Brayshaw, 55.80. Ray Cunningham, 48.77. That's a time and a half. Adam Croughton with a 57.12. Aaron Smith, 50.89. So close to that 50-second barrier. We know, I'm sure Aaron will be able to get under that with another go of it. Meanwhile, Gary Milligan there with the 54.74. Joshua Skinner, 62. Meanwhile, we've got this.
Yes, Coop.
Yeah, exactly.
Under the one.
And I'm sure Cruise has 61 miles an hour and 60.81 seconds.
Right. Now let's. All right. Well, we got enough speed to make a driver. We just need to call it. So we get the time sorted out here. Right, there he is. Yeah. I think we started in the modifiers. Did we? Yeah. Okay. Right. So before the adventures, David Nutland. Oh. Right. Daniel Tucker got flag. Okay. Well, let's just get on with Peter Cruz, who's already through Torres, heading up to Pardon. Oh no, there he is. Just going into Torres now. Sorry about that. 51. Oh. The timing shut off on him, so I don't know what's going on there. Might have a timing issue, but Jeremy Jones in car 750 is making his way up the hill on the timing screen.
Pardon's house now. Away here, Daniel Tucker, 0.8 seconds up to 1 mile an hour from under the bridge. Away. Onto the Tory, Daniel Tucker.
On the line, I have John Hawkins. It is submitting 1241 cc, 69 digits. This is the Homer Simpson car.
57.33 for Jeremy Jones across the line.
I believe Peter Cruz is going to get a rerun. Timing not right on that, so let's be corrected. Alright, so yeah, okay, so Daniel Tucker, a 54.28, and that is his quickest time of the day so far, so an improvement over his practice time. Jeremy Jones is 57.33, and that's not exactly down about a second, so
I'm trying to get
there, so he'll come back
the Maguire minutes now.
Definitely a second and a half quicker than his best practice time, so an improvement there. Jason Brayshaw just got across the line with a 57.71, and that like his best practice time this morning.
Putting away 2.97 seconds up to 64 feet, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jeffrey ended up in the gravel trap last time up the hill at Pardon. There was no problem, it just went wide and ended up in the gravel. So let's see, gets around this time. Yes, he does, so looking all good there. Got Pixie on the line, that's the name of the car.
And away goes Eddie Burton the bridge. Here it comes, speed of 49 miles an hour.
Colin McDowell has done a 49.86, and that is a half a second quicker than his practice time. Getting a little tire smoky in here.
Yeah, it's the exact same. That's where the Clanky Motors came from.
Is that what that is? I thought that was Welsh. I didn't know what Welsh is. I grew up down there. Jeffrey Lentz has done a 56.23, which is the best time.
At 7.03, Bankhouse pulling away. 345. been under the bridge.